Well, hello everybody in Shaklee. This is Chase Swift, and in this video I really want to concentrate and show you a step-by-step guide, a video guide to show you how to set up a Google Hangout, which will be a YouTube video. And you'll see why I want you to do that, because it's just so powerful and it's so easy. So here I am at my website. Just so you know, I am indeed a Shaklee sales leader. Have been in Shaklee for over 30 years, and so love Shaklee. So let's get to the topic at hand, and that's how to set up a Google Hangout. Now, the first thing you'll need to do is get a Gmail account or a Google account of some sort. But since Gmail is free, and you don't have to switch your email, you just need an account. And so I would recommend that you get a Gmail account. Just go to gmail.com, really is all you need to do, and it'll take you through the setup, and you'll get a Gmail. Now, I've already I'm loading my email, and I don't need to do that. And in fact, I really don't even use this except for some other things. So go back to Google, get your Gmail account, and then the easiest way to find YouTube is right here under these little dots, which represent their applications. Now, you can launch a Google Hangout from Google+, which is Google's social network, much like Facebook, but it's called Google+. You can also launch a Google Hangout from Gmail. It's just a little trickier, but you can do it. The easiest way is right from YouTube, and so that's what I'm going to show is how to set up a Google Hangout from YouTube. You can also type youtube.com and go to YouTube that way as well. Okay? So here I am at YouTube. I'm logged into my account, my Gmail account, which is also attached to my YouTube account. You just need to go through a simple process to make sure that your Gmail is connected to your YouTube. And then just click right up here at the top on Upload. Now, you're not going to upload anything, but it's the quickest way to get to where we want to get, and that's right here to the Google+ Hangouts on Air. Okay? This third option is what you want to click. Now, I do want to say something about Google+. If you want to connect other people, and I'm sure you will, from Shaklee, your upline, your downline, whomever, it's really easy if they are on Google+. Now, Google+, again, if you have a Gmail account, you just go to the plus right by your name, and that's your Google+ account. And I'm going to skip through some of this stuff and just continue to Google+. And so my recommendation is that you get on Google+. It's just a free social network. It's nothing that's complicated. And then when you go to profile, you'll see your Google+ page, okay? And this is the link that you can share with other people. And let me just show you what that is right here. This link right here, when you're on your profile right here, so click on profile, and it'll show your name and your picture or whatever is there. And then this is the link that you want to share with other Shaklee people so you can connect in your Google Hangout. You need to be connected on a Google+, and so you just go to find someone, and you can search for people, you know, like I'll search for Carol Cash because I know she's on Google+. And so if we were not, and actually this is good because we're not connected, so we need to add to circles. That's what Google+ calls, on Facebook it's adding a friend, on Google+, it's adding to circles. And so I have just a very simple thing to do. I just need to add her as, you know, following or friends. I'll add her as a friend. You can also create a new circle, such as Shaklee, okay? And that will identify them as that group of friends that are in Shaklee. And so now I'll add her, and so now she's in that circle of mine. She's kind of like a friend on Facebook, okay? So if I want to send her my link, I can email it to her, and all I need to do is send her that link right there. All I need to do is right click and choose copy, and this plus google.com with all the numbers will be my identifier, okay? So that's really important to connect other people that are in Shaklee to your Google Plus account. Okay, so I'll move this back up and we'll continue over to YouTube. Okay, so first of all, get a Gmail account. Second of all, get a Google Plus. Just sign in, and it's just very easy. Third, go to YouTube. Okay, so now we're ready. So now you just simply click on broadcast. Now what this will do is going to turn on your webcam and get it ready for a broadcast. And you're also going to name your Hangout, and you can see me in the distance or in the background kind of grayed out. So the first thing you want to do is name your Hangout. So for me, I'm doing a video or a Hangout on how to set up a Shaklee Google Plus Hangout. So that's what I'll name this. How to set up a Google Plus, they call them Hangouts for Shaklee. Okay? So this is the title of the Hangout. It'll also be the title of the YouTube video that will be the result. In fact, all a Hangout is a live YouTube video that becomes recorded instantly, and thus is always a YouTube video from there on out. So a lot of times you'll want to name it pretty much to what you want it to be on YouTube. And so for search or for any number of things, just literally the topic of the Hangout, pick a good title for your Hangout. And you can always rename it later, but you might as well give it a little bit of thought ahead of time. Now here's where you can add names of people, and if you wanted to invite all the people that are in your Shaklee organization or Shaklee friends, it doesn't have to be in your organization. You can just add them right here, and that would add Carol Cash right now, who's definitely a friend of mine in Shaklee. And so then it would invite her to my Google Plus Hangout. Okay? Now if she doesn't make it, it's still recorded, so she'll never miss it. That's the cool thing about this. Now you can put an email address in here. I found that it's best if you're already connected with a Google Plus circle, that you've established a Google Plus account. Okay? And then most of us don't need to require guests to be 18, but you are responsible for all the content. Okay, that's what this is saying. You're responsible for all the content, so don't be playing radio music in the background or try to, put anything that's copyrighted on your Google Plus Hangout, because you are responsible for all the content, including any music or, stuff like that. So just do a normal Shaklee meeting or a normal Shaklee get-together and chat about the products and testimonials, and that's great, and that's all you need to worry about. Okay? So right now I will click on Start Hangout on Air. And I should point out, as you're going through this video, if you need to back up, just move the video back to the beginning and repeat a phrase, or you can move it forward or play it full screen. This is going to be recorded in high definition, so you can see literally all the details of what I'm doing. So now I'll click on Start Hangout on Air. And again, it's going to turn on my webcam. So that's great. Now, some of you are already fearful of how you look, and you're worried about, oh my gosh, you got laundry hanging up in the background. That's terrible. Well, you can readjust things, okay, and readjust and make everything just look magically perfect, okay? The other thing you can do, and I'm going to point to this area right over here, is that green button is to share your screen or screen share. So some of you might just want to do a screen share of what's on your screen rather than have the webcam pointing at you, because you're all worried about how you're going to look. But in reality, you're just sharing good health, great products, and a wonderful business opportunity, and people love real things. So don't worry about how you look. You're being real, and you can just wear something nice if you want. If your hair is not perfect, it's okay. It really is, okay? Now, let me go through some of the other things here. We have the screen share, is that green button right there. What happens then is you'll share your entire desktop. It's the best option, okay? Now, there are a lot of other buttons here, which most of you will probably never use. In fact, this control room I'll just get rid of, okay? Now, what's really nice down here is this is probably one optional little tool that you can use, and it's called the Hangout Toolbox. I'm going to click it once, and it's going to start loading, and it's already loaded. Okay. By the way, I have not started the broadcast, so I'm just getting ready. And if you invite someone on Google Plus, they can pop in. You'll see them at the lower part here, and they can have their webcam on, and you can be communicating. You're not recording at this point. This is all getting ready. Okay. So in the top right, you can see a little symbol of a person. I would click that, and what this does is do a lower third. It gives you a little title bar, and you can put anything on there. And so I'm going to put, it'll put your name automatically, and then it just say, I love Shaklee Hangouts. Okay, that is really appropriate for this video, I think. So it's not on, so I got to go over to the far right where it says off and turn it on. Now it'll bring up the picture from my Google Plus. Now you could put a nice picture of yourself, do a nice picture of yourself rather than a Shaklee icon. Remember, this is all about branding and people remembering you. Okay, now you'll notice it's backwards, and you're like, oh my gosh, what have I done wrong? You haven't done anything wrong at all. Okay, what's happened is just the camera is seeing you and it's recording it. If you want to reverse it, there's a little, it looks like a box tipping over. And if you hover over it, it says mirror local video. Just click that once and boom. Now it looks a little fuzzy right now. Okay, that'll sharpen up. It'll look great. Okay. But it says Chase Swift and I love Shaklee Hangouts. And it's got my picture right here. Every time that the webcam is on, that is my little title bar. It's called, it's in the Hangout Toolbox. Now I got to point the other way because it's been reversed. Okay. So you just click on the little symbol of the person. Your name will be automatically there. Type whatever you want. It's not going to take a whole lot of characters, so keep it somewhat short. And then just turn it on and rotate it if you want. If you don't mind it, it's going to be perfectly broadcasted just fine this way. There's nothing wrong with it this way. You are the only one that sees it backwards, but trust me that in the recording everything will look perfect. Okay, it's a really nice touch, I think, to have this. And you can change the color if you want. If you want to go to the trouble of that, I'll just click on here once. Maybe we can get more of a Shaklee green, maybe a little darker. Drag this down. Okay, let me turn it off and back on. Now I have a little green title bar. Okay, big deal, whatever. Okay, and that's about all I worry about. Okay, then I could return back over, and you can see my mouse. I can click on the Hangout Toolbox and hide all of that, and now I just have the webcam view, and I see the menu. There's some menu items right up here to add more people, invite more people. Maybe you invited them and they didn't get the invitation, so you can resend an invitation through Google Plus and email and stuff like that. So you just click that, and again, if they're already in your Google Hangout, it's so easy to invite them again. Okay, I'll go ahead and click cancel. The next one is if you have, if you want to mute yourself during, let's say someone else is talking, and you might have some background noise, I would mute your microphone. Okay, now you're still hearing me because I'm recording this whole event, but if you were on this Google Hangout, your microphone would be muted. Okay, so, and it's actually, see, the Google Hangout is recognizing that I'm talking, and it's thinking, you need to unmute, okay? So that's how you mute yourself. See, it says speaking to the group. Your microphone is muted. So it reminds you, it's really smart, okay? So leave that on when you want to talk. Now, if you want to be polite and not have any background noise while someone else is talking, which is really good to do, then mute your microphone with the red, make sure when it's red, that's muted. If you want to turn off your webcam, that's the next one. What happens here is you'll get these radiating rings that indicate that you are talking, and you'll also see the green dots at the bottom, which means Google Plus is hearing you and your microphone is working fine. Now this is if you're having an absolutely terrible hair day, okay, and you just, whatever situation, you don't want your webcam on. It still shows a picture of you though, and that's why I suggest getting a nice picture of you and uploading that onto your Google Plus account. That's the picture that will be used, okay? Now when you want to turn your camera back on, just click right on the red dot right there and it'll bring it right back on, okay? The next one is to adjust bandwidth. It's pretty much on automatic and it'll just be fine. So if you need to adjust or limit your bandwidth, if you know more about that, then I would do that, but it's on automatically, so I would just leave that. And the other one is the gear settings for picking your webcam and your microphone and all the other things. And I have a Mac, so I've never had to mess with the settings. So and I love Macs. Mac users seem to have no problems. But if you have a PC, you can pick the webcam that you're using. You can pick the microphone that you're using. And this is, I don't know why it says default device. That's for the speaker, where it's coming out of. And I would suggest headsets if you're in a multi-webcam room with other people, because then you won't get any echo. Echo comes from when they are talking, your speakers are playing that, and then your microphone picks that up and rebroadcasts that. So they're talking and you're hearing it, and your microphone is rebroadcasting that. You won't hear the echo. That's the problem, okay? So headsets are really, really good. I have a headset that I use normally, and this has a little microphone right there. And so when I hear the sound from the Hangout, it goes into my ears, and this microphone never hears it. So that will eliminate any echoing, okay? And you can play a test sound and check things and all that. So that's really all you need to do. On the left side, as I'm pointing over here, is the screen share. And then we got the Google or the Hangout toolbox. If you don't see the Hangout toolbox, go down to the bottom where it says ... and you can add apps. And you can look for other apps like the Hangout toolbox. It's a really good one to have, okay? So now you've got your headset set up. You have 2 or 3 people in the Hangout. You're discussing what you're going to, just as a last minute, what you're going to cover, or it could just be you. I'm the only one here. And yet I would be able to hold a Hangout and discuss my story, a testimonial, a specific product usage, or invite other people. But you can do a Hangout all by yourself. Now, it seems odd maybe to you, but that's really cool. It's you sharing your story or any number of things onto this YouTube Hangout. It's recorded forever, and it's on YouTube, which is an awesome, awesome place to have your videos, okay? So, as you're getting ready, you'll notice at the bottom, it says no longer Hangouts on air. They've actually changed this. You can actually broadcast up to 8 hours. Now, do I recommend an 8-hour Hangout? Probably not, okay? Keep your Hangouts 15 minutes, 20, 30, an hour at most maybe. But boy, if you could get them down to 20 minutes, that's awesome. And pick one topic and stick to that and just get it done and you're done. Okay? So when you're ready, you've got, maybe you're just going to do your own little hangout and you're just checking everything. You're going to look right to the camera. Okay? Don't look down at your notes or whatever. Try to look right at the camera because that's where people are going to be connecting with you. Okay? And then when you're done, just start the broadcast right here. And I'm going to start it right now. And I'll show you what the screen share will do as well. Okay? So if you're all ready, before I go, there's one more thing. Down in the corner is a little thing called links. And I'm just clicking on links. Okay? This would be the YouTube link for the live broadcast. I am not live now. I've not hit the green start broadcast. I'm not live. I'm in practice mode or preview mode, but I'm not live. But this YouTube link, when you click on links once, okay, left click just once, you can click once in the YouTube and highlight the YouTube link, okay? And then you can right click on it and choose copy, okay? And then let's say I had a Facebook page. So here I am going to Facebook. I could publish the link on my Facebook fan page, probably, or your personal page. Let me go to mine real quick here. It's somewhere here, down here it is. And what you can do is, this is my fan page, so I'll hide all this information. Okay? What you can do is come down to your Facebook and say, ever wondered about how to set up a Google. Now you would type whatever topic you're going to talk about. Hangout for Shaklee. Okay. Question mark. Jump on this link for the live hangout. Maybe you want to capitalize live hangout. In, let's say, at such and such a time, or in 5 minutes. So I'll say in 5 minutes. Okay? Now really it's going to be live quicker. And then all you have to do is right click and paste in the YouTube link that you copied. And there it is. See, that's the title of my hangout. Now, it's not going to show a preview of the video because it's not live yet. But you can just click post. Okay. Now let me show you what happens when it's not live. Okay, this is actually a good thing. Let's say someone comes there right now and clicks on the YouTube. What are they going to see? Well, let's click on that. And here they see my title of my hangout right there. And then look, it's not live. Okay, so I have to come back to this, to the tab that you're on for the hangout to make it live. But isn't that cool that you can just go right to Facebook and type in a little introduction of what you're going to talk about, and then add that YouTube link, which is the live link. And it won't show a picture, but after the YouTube video is done, after your hangout is done, it will. And it'll be live. And it'll record everything that you tell it to from when you hit start broadcast. So let me go ahead and do that right now. So I'm going to hit start broadcast. All right. And also you can see just to the right, we're off air. We're not on air. And you can see up to the right, it's off air. So we're not recording yet. Now let me say, just draw a point of what the enhance is. The enhance is the way that your webcam is looking. And you can see focus puts the focus in on me. Kind of a nice little effect. Brighten, if you have to be in a really dark room, I don't know, brighten. Spotlight. Again, it softens the edges out here, and it just puts a little more focus on you. Warm adds kind of like a sepia, old-fashioned look to it, a little bit different. Smooth, I'm not sure, but it must be smoothing it out. Black and white. Okay, so you just move your mouse down. Whichever one you like, you can click on and it'll stay there. And the original is right from your webcam, so it's ready to go. Okay, that's really all you got to do. Don't go, oh my gosh, which is the best? Whatever you like. And each person can pick their own webcam feature option, okay? And that's what these are down here. I'll leave it on enhanced. It's just fine. So now it's time to click Start Broadcast. And this will just a reminder that it'll be broadcast publicly. Now, I also recommend putting the video as unlisted so that only the people with the link can find it. But if you want a generic topic and anybody to come to your Hangout later, it'll be public on YouTube if you want. But I'll show you in just a moment how to make it unlisted. Okay, so I'll click OK. Give it about 2 seconds. Okay, now we're live. So the Hangout is live. It's recording both my webcam and the sound of my voice. Okay, so and it's recording my little title bar, and you'll see on the resulting video on my Facebook page or on YouTube that this will look perfectly fine. Okay, and it will have the Google Plus icon in the top left of the video, so it's just a little bit ghosted and it looks just fine. Now when you move your mouse away, I need to turn this off because that's the live one. It finally caught up, and there's about a 20 to 30 second delay. Okay, you need to understand that. There's about a 20 to 30 second delay. But this is the live Hangout. It started. And so if someone was at this page right now, they're watching me live. And they can back it up and forward and all that if they want to. But I paused it right down here. And they can change the size of it to the large player, okay, which is pretty nice. And they can even go full screen. And again, the title bar will look a lot sharper right now. It's just, this is doing a lot right now. So I'm going to close down the live page. And again, if someone went to my Facebook and clicked on it, they'll see the live page right now, the live video. Okay? Now, back to the live Hangout. You'll be talking, you'll introduce your guests or introduce the topic, and then you're going to probably say, let's share our screen. Okay? So then what you're going to do is you'll notice that the menu, well, it's showing right now, but a lot of times after you're not doing much, the menu will disappear. You're like, oh my gosh. So all you have to do, I can't get it to disappear. There it goes. See how the menu disappeared? You're not seeing this on the YouTube Hangout, but you're seeing it on my other recording. Just move your mouse right into the screen area and the menu will come back. Now I'll go over to the screen share button and click screen share. Now this pops up another window. Okay? Now what this is doing, I recommend you share your desktop. That shows everything on your screen. Okay? For me on this Hangout, I have kind of a 27-inch iMac, so it's got a lot of other things. I'm just going to share my Google Plus Hangout, which is the Google Chrome browser. You can see I have other things. I have other programs. I even have the calculator, for crying out loud. So let me just show you. If you click on the calculator and share that, it's just going to share the calculator. And so look a little weird at first, but there's the calculator. So, maybe you're going to talk about PV or, all these different things. And so now I've moved my mouse over to the calculator, and it's showing on screen my calculator. And you can just type or, put all sorts of numbers and divide this and blah, blah, blah. So you can share anything you want. So this is an individual program, the calculator. And if you want to go back, I've moved my mouse back into the window. Okay, now I can click share, and I'm going to go back to the desktop. It's really the best. But again, I have so much on my desktop, I would recommend you pick the desktop. I'm going to choose my browser, which is the Google Plus Hangout. Okay, that's my Chrome browser. Again, you can pick any program that you want, but it'll only show that program that's running. Okay, if you show the desktop, it'll show everything on your screen, and that's what I recommend. Okay, so I'll choose the Google Hangout and click Start Screen Share. Now, in a minute, it goes off into infinity, and all you need to do is change the tab on your browser. And I went to my first tab where I have my Shaklee personal website. Now, on the Hangout, it's seeing this web page only. Okay, it's really cool. And you can go through and you can talk about a specific product, obviously, or, talk through a grouping of products, or talk about how to join Shaklee, or how to log in and place an order, all these things, and it's recording your screen for free. I mean, this is just beyond awesome. It's so powerful to show somebody the power of Shaklee, but also show, how to place orders, how to find things on the internet, how to, connect with other people on Facebook. There's just a ton that you can share. Okay, so that's sharing your screen, and it's really easy to do. For some reason, this is a little bit slow and it's not reacting, but that happens. You just have to play through it, and you can always try again. It's not like it's the end of the world. Okay, so there, it finally went to the login page, and so you could show anything in here if you want. Literally, your screen is shared, and you can go to Facebook and talk about that, talk about your fan page. Another good thing to do is click on an image, and that will fill the screen generally. And it just makes it, if your topic is cholesterol, what a great image to be sharing. And this is filling the screen of the recording, the Hangout. They're not seeing my webcam, they're just seeing on my screen. And so you can have a couple people be sharing comments, testimonials, all that good stuff, while you are just sharing this on your screen. Okay, so now let me just pull back and show you that I have tabs, and again, I'm on my Google Chrome browser, so I have been going between my tab number 1, which has been my Shaklee website, and I can go back. Okay, go back again even, and then the third tab is Facebook. Now I'm avoiding the Google Plus Hangout because that would show kind of infinity, because when you click on that, your webcam is recording your screen and you just go off into infinity. Okay, so if that happens, just click on a new tab. It's not the end of the world. And then you might want to just move the Google Hangout to tab number 1. That way you don't click on it too often. That's the only challenge of sharing your desktop, is clicking on the Google Plus ones when you're sharing your screen. Okay, it'll go off into infinity because it's showing your screen, and then it's like, oh, that's on your screen, and it duplicates and goes off into infinity. So just have other tabs on your browser. You can talk about anything you want, and you can have links in the images and all that good stuff. So if they want to know, oh, where do they go, you can say, yeah, all you do is find this image and click right here on this link, and it'll take you to my order page, which in this demonstration, as you see, here they are. And they can pick the product that they want, because this would probably be a health talk, healthy heart, cholesterol, all that. And here are all the great heart, healthy heart products from Shaklee. Okay, so let's say your talk about the topic and sharing your screen is over. Well, you'd probably come back to the Google Hangout, and then you can click on the green screen share on the left to stop it from sharing your screen. And then you come back, and everybody that has a webcam, or maybe it's just you, but everyone has a webcam, can interact and share their thoughts. It's probably good to wait until you're sure someone has stopped talking, because there's it's not like a phone call where you can instantly hear someone stop talking. So give it a little break. Otherwise, you might start talking when someone's when they haven't completed their thought. Okay, a little practice is all you need. Okay, so then you can close your Hangout, thank your guests, and know that it's live and recorded instantly. Now, before you close it, here's what you need to do. Go back, get your mouse in the bottom corner. For some reason, oh, I know. Let's move this up. Okay, I was showing my web browser and the URL. Down in the bottom left, click on links and get your link one more time before you close it, like have it in memory, and just say, thanks everyone for coming. It's been a great hangout. We'll see you next time, next Monday, whatever your schedule is, or pay attention to my fan page and we'll have more hangouts this week, something like that. Copy the link one more time. Copy the link, the YouTube link, one more time. The lower one is to embed, put the video on a blog. Most of you won't have that. Some of you will, but just use the direct YouTube link and right-click on that and choose copy. Because then, and I'm going to show you right now how to make it an unlisted video. If you don't want other Shaklee people, maybe seeing your video, your Hangout, you can make it unlisted. And it'll be on my Facebook page, which all my customers and my partners and distributors can see that there. So, when you're ready, you thank all your guests, remind them of your next Hangout, everything is great, click Stop Broadcast. Now, this will terminate the recording, but you can still communicate with your guests that are on the Hangout that have webcams. They can hear you, you can hear them, and you say, oh, thank you so much. It was just so awesome that you guys came and appreciate you coming, blah, blah, blah. Then when you're really ready, the red phone, okay, will end it completely. And you won't be able to get into the video for about 20 minutes while it renders and does all that stuff. But if you copy that link before you hit the red phone, you can edit it immediately. Okay, so I'm going to click the red phone and leave the call. Okay, so YouTube is now going to make the recording. And so you can't get to the link. So I click close. And then immediately what I do is I'll bring this down again. Is I put the link. And I right click and paste. And that's the link to my YouTube right away. Okay, I just stopped recording a minute ago. And now I'm going in there, and all you have to do is find the little plus, or the pencil. Okay, here's the little pencil. And then right here under public, click on public and make it unlisted. So literally within seconds, you can take it from public to unlisted, and only the people with the link that you send out, or maybe it's on your Facebook page, only they will see it. And here's the title. If you need to rename it, so you can rename it there, and if you want to put a little description, if you want to put, you could put your Shaklee link, if this was a video where you want people to order or come to your page, you could just come to your Shaklee page and then paste that right in the description area. Okay, so just right click and choose paste. Okay, make sure there's a separation there. And you don't have to have all this stuff, but you could just end it just like that. That would get them to your website. And that way you have the title. Actually, you have the title right here. And you have, again, they will duplicate the title right there. And then here's the link to your website. So literally someone could go to your website right away. Okay, it's really easy. You could also change some of the keywords. These are tags. if you want. So if you did a topic of and what I'm going to do is copy these keywords, okay? So how to set up, I'll just put the whole thing in there. Sometimes it'll work, okay? That has the whole keyword phrase. How to set up a Google Plus Hangout for Shaklee. That's a keyword, okay? And then I'll just take a couple other keywords like Google Plus Hangout for Shaklee. I like repeating some of the keywords. And then I'll put my name, Chase Swift. So I'm going to leave it public, okay? In case some of you want to do a search on YouTube. If you search for how to set up a Google Plus Hangout for Shaklee, and I can say by Chase Swift, you'll be able to find that on YouTube, okay? You'll also be able to find it down here because of these keywords down here, okay? I will also put my blog page, which I have a blog. So let me just go back and add that. It's chaseswift.com. So you'll find good information about Shaklee on my blog. So see, I can put my blog in the description of the video, right there. Then just make sure you save changes. Okay, save changes. And that way everything is saved and your video is actually continuing to render and be, all done by YouTube. They do their thing, and it takes a little longer here. So we'll just it won't show up in your video manager for 10 to 15 minutes. Unless it's an hour video, it might take a longer, right? Okay. So if we go to my video manager, it may not show. Well, it did. It's faster than I thought. Okay, there is my video. It's live. Okay, I can always come back into edit. Just go under this little gear to video manager. It'll show you all your videos. If you want to add more content, such as links, just click on edit. Okay, and then you can change your description, add keywords, whatever, if you want to share more of your story, that would be fine in here. Okay. And then you can pick the thumbnail that you want as representative of what the video is about. I have the second one that defaults to the second one. And you can even upload a custom thumbnail. That's a little more advanced. Most of you don't have to worry about it. I like that thumbnail right there. Okay. So I'll click Save Changes. And I've really taken you through a step-by-step on how to exactly set up a YouTube or a Google Hangout, and everything that you need to know is right there. My encouragement is that you might want to send this video to someone that you want to communicate to and say, hey, I'd love to do a Google Hangout. Let's do a Shaklee workshop or a little testimonial, or I'd just love to hear your story, and record that. And they'll look at you and say, well, yeah, and do you have a video on how to do that? Well, yeah, I do. And you can send them the video that I've done right here, okay? And if you need to, the link is right here on the right-hand side. If you just put your mouse in there and click once, and then you can right-click and copy it. I'll put the link to this video also in the description of the video, okay? So there's all the information right there, and I'll save changes. And when I go back to the video manager, I see all my videos. And I would suggest that you try to keep all your videos relating to, your topic of Shaklee and stuff like that. You can always create a second YouTube channel or a second YouTube account for other things, okay? So, hope that was helpful for you to learn how to set up a Google Hangout. It's amazing, and I think the best thing is you learn how to do something once, and then you have it recorded so you can just send a link to someone, put it in an email, put it on their Facebook, all this information. And it frees you up to do other things in your business without having to share your story or share how to buy stuff on your website. You can do that once. And you can invite other leaders and other people on Shaklee and have a 15-minute hangout webinar and talk about a certain topic. And so to me, it doesn't matter who you connect with. We're all kind of in the Shaklee family, and we all have a lot of value and gifts to share, and I think this is one of the best ways to share it. So I hope you enjoyed this webinar, and if you need to connect with me, well, there's my phone number right there, but you can also find me in Facebook and other places. So I look forward to hanging out with you and sharing Shaklee with a lot of other people. Thanks for watching. Have a great Shaklee day.